for The Sims 4. It's like a build challenge. The Sims 4 now has a Discord channel specifically for that game from Maxis. And they have issued, Maxis has, a build challenge to redecorate or kind of furnish out a selection of 3 Maxis pre-mades that featured in the advertising campaign for this particular pack, right? Now, I chose this one. We're going to take a look at it. I'm just making sure that I have everything running here on my channel. And I do. It sounds like we've got like audio and everything. So we're cooking with fire, right? Right. Now, I chose this particular unit because even from the start in the commercial for the pack, it kind of reminded me of Barbie, right? Because it's all pink and white and very kind of, I don't know, it's got a Barbie aesthetic. Is there a Barbie aesthetic? Yes, there is. It's pink and white, and it's got that Barbie aesthetic. So I thought, hey, let's make this Barbie's Terre, her second home, her little vacation place here in the beautiful world of Tomarang. Now, this is her apartment. I started down here. This is not really the biggest apartment, but it's got this great big outdoor space because she has a lot of parties, because she has a lot of friends, right? We're going to see a real difference between Barbie's place and Ken's place above Barbie. Because Barbie has a lot of friends, she has a lot of parties, she has a lot of people over, right? So we needed a big outdoor entertaining space. We got a lot of places here for our friends to sit. Nice big kitchen. Okay. Now, I came at this kind of like a kid with a Barbie. That's why we fell back on a lot of pinks and a lot of whites and some very bright and vibrant sort of colors and accessories, because the idea being that this is Barbie's second home, her vacation home, as a kid might do it, playing with Barbie. And we're going to do the same thing with Ken. So we're going to look at Ken from more of the standpoint of someone who's playing Barbies, and they're going to make a place for Ken. But the way I always saw Ken with my sister was that Ken was really just kind of an accessory for Barbie, right? The point was you didn't go and play Ken dolls all afternoon. You went and played Barbie dolls all afternoon, right? So Ken just kind of exists as a hold on here. Let's see. Ignore gameplay. Unlocks entitlement. I can't do 2 things at once. That includes walking and chew bubblegum. That was the wrong one, wasn't it? Let's see. BB dot ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. Yes, I also move my lips when I read. Okay, there we go. We're going to put in one more real quick, though. Show hidden objects. Okay, so the purpose of Ken is to be there for Barbie, right? That's his purpose. So he only exists, like I said, it's kind of an accessory for her. So for his apartment, we're going to start with this. We're going to draw this off. We're going to have 2 ways around this apartment, both through here and here. Now, my idea is that this will all be sort of living space. So like a bed, I'm going to keep a bedroom, I think, right about here. And then a living room right about here. And then a dining room back here. And back over in this area, because it's narrow and long, we're going to put the kitchen, right? Have a little entryway here. And then we'll put the bathroom back here in what I'm thinking of is kind of the back part of the house, because it is the back part of the house compared to where our entryway will be, the entrance to our apartment. And we'll do an entrance to the bathroom from both this side and from Ken's bedroom side. So we're going to go through here real quick, and we're going to do a little bit of demolition. We're going to take out a lot of this stuff. Most of it will not stand. Now, Barbie, of course, her color scheme was definitely pink and white downstairs with a few pops of other sort of primary sort of colors. That's because she's Barbie, right? So with Ken, we're going to do blue. Blue is what I'm thinking of. And I'm really kind of thinking blue and yellow, because there is There's a new tile that, well, relatively new. I can't remember which pack it came with, but it's been recent. And there's this new tile that I really like, but at the same time, I kind of felt like, where in the world am I ever really going to use that, except maybe like in elementary school or something? But hey, that would be perfect here because it's going to look like a kid's toy, right? We're going to have this idea that it's kind of a kid's toy that we're building and that we're playing with, much like Barbie downstairs. The idea being we're kids playing with a kid's toy. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to look for that flooring. Well, I am going to look for that flooring. We could also go ahead and just kind of map out our bathroom here because I'm going to do a bathroom, a very small bathroom, even smaller than Barbie's. Well, no, I guess it's the same size. I was thinking I gave Barbie a 2x3 bathroom, but I did end up making it a little bit smaller to give her kind of a closet, right? Ken's not going to have a closet, and that's because, again, when my sister used to play Barbies, Ken only had one outfit. I mean, maybe he had two, but essentially, he only had one change of clothes. Now, Barbie had like a whole box full of clothes, okay? Barbie had clothes and shoes and purses and everything under the sun. Ken really only needed that one outfit, except I think maybe he had a nicer outfit in case... I guess he went on a nice date, right? So if he's just coming over to hang out, he's got his regular everyday clothes. If they're going out on a nice date, he's got nice date clothes. That's it. So Ken does not get and does not need a closet in this build. Long story short. Now let's look at the flooring here. I remember the flooring is blue and yellow. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sort all of this mess by blue and yellow, and it should be a tile. So hopefully I'm right. Let's scan down through this stuff. Looks a little bit like that, so it's probably from that pack, maybe. Watch, I won't be able to find it. It is the worst me looking. Oh my God, and I didn't find it. Where is it? It's got to be in here. It's like blue and yellow, and it looks kind of like that, but not like that. Where could it be? Okay, let's look at everything and see where I'm missing it. I hope it's blue and yellow. It's got to be blue and yellow. I've seen it recently, okay, in a recent pack. It's going to be perfect for Ken's place. We just have to find it. None of this is it so far. I don't know how that is blue or yellow, but let's keep looking. There it is. That's it. So what is this? What does this fall under? Metal, maybe? Is it metal? Maybe it's metal. It says low fire resistance, so it can't be metal. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we got it. We found it. I found it. There we go. We're going to put that in there, right? That's going to be his flooring. Now here in this room, I think I'm going to go with just a plain white version of this. So this sort of herringbone tile from Growing Together comes in a nice white version. We'll put that in there. Then we're going to grab, my thought is yellow to really bring out the yellow in this tile. Maybe, yes, I think so. Let's do that. Let's look for just a nice, bright yellow without moldings sort of color here. What have we got? We've got this. I mean, that looks good. Let's try that. That looks pretty good. Now, again, what do I like about this? This looks like a kid's toy, right? This looks like something you would buy in the toy department that a kid would play with. So we're going to go with that. Now, one thing I'm at a bit of a loss for is, do I keep these windows? You know, so far I've been taking them out and switching to this. And I'm not sure about that. I say as I go through and delete all of it. But one thing I love is it lets in so much light and so much view that I guess for the moment we're going to go ahead and take it out. And we'll go ahead and remove this window. And I think each of these too. I really do love this stained glass window. And maybe if we're coming at this as sort of a remodel of an existing building, that will work. Will it work? I think so. I think so. Now, we're going to take out the art, the lighting. Now, I used, of course, sliding glass doors here. Hopefully the door will work to access this particular balcony. On this part of it, like this particular window, it just won't function, and that's fine. We don't need it to function. We do need a front door, and I want something real modern. And I guess in white. These are kind of white. I think it's supposed to be white. So we're going to look for something modern, kind of white. You know, Maxis white. We'll call it Maxis white. Might be gray, but it's white. We're going to look for something. I like something really modern, like this. This kind of strikes me, you know. Something like that for Ken's apartment. Maybe something kind of modern, kind of hip and cool. One thing I am going to do is go ahead and put this yellow out here on the entryway as well. And I might go ahead and put that tile out there for now. And I think I'll do, just like I did downstairs, I put the herringbone tile outside. We're going to put the herringbone tile outside up here. Now, what was I looking for? Yes, doors. We're looking for doors. That one door, I do kind of like that. I mean, it's very cool. It's almost too modern. It's almost too ultra modern, and especially for Barbie, I maybe something more like this. Okay, so it's got some windows in it, but it's kind of more of a French door feel. I also really like that, but again, maybe just a little bit too modern. And then we've got a few more options. That's very cool. It's way too big. It won't fit in that spot. And then we've got Moschino stuff. Nice white door. You know, I kind of like that. I might keep that. And in the end, if I don't end up using these types of windows, right? Maybe I could put that as the door out here as well. Let's do that. Let's go with that. Now, the other thing is Ken is going to have kind of a studio. This is kind of a studio apartment. The bedroom is going to be kind of open to the rest of the apartment. But we're going to build kind of a pony wall here to give it some separation from the rest of this place. Now, that's 5. I think I'm going to need some. Let's go more like this. How tall is that? Yeah, let's go more that height so that it does give more of a sense of privacy. And what I'm going to do, we're going to pull up some of the tiny house stuff because I do want to use, well, tiny house stuff is great for a small studio apartment, first of all, right? And then I also want to use the Murphy bed is what I'm thinking in my head. That's the word I'm trying to get out. The Murphy bed for his particular apartment. Let's see here. Tiny living. There we go. So we're going to take this, put it back here. And then I would love to put maybe what, I think there's some darker colors on this maybe. Something like that where the blue's a little bit darker. Red's kind of an option, but I think we're going to go with blue for now. And then when it's bedtime, you know, he pulls his bed down, off he goes to sleep, right? We're going to take out those light fixtures though. We will not be using those. One light fixture I do know I want to use though, and we're going to go ahead and take this one out, but let's take out some of these. We'll take that out. Take out these little, you know, kind of puck lights. I am going to keep this fish light because we're going to use it over here in his dining room, right there. We're going to go ahead and put, real quick as well, our yellow paint in place for this wall. I think it went all the way around. That's still actually a little bit low. Since the Murphy bed sticks up above it, We're going to raise it up just a little bit there. Here we go. So we're starting to get a floor plan. This is not too bad. This is coming along okay. We're going to need some doorways coming up for... We're going to need some doorways for the bathroom. Now, down here, I used this. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to look for something a little bit more like an apartment and something in white. I have no idea what I'm going to do with tile in here, except again, I'm thinking maybe just fall back on this digital world tile. And we can either do it in blue, right? Like that. I'm going to do it like that. We're going to do it in blue like that. Again, gives us a real sort of like kids' toy type of color vibe. Okay. We'll grab a door. And I'm going to use, I call this the old standby because it is a base game door and I've used it probably more than any other door in this entire game. Where is it in here? This one here. And it comes in a really great kind of just plain white, right? So we're going to put this plain white door in here to use for the access to his bathroom. Now, over here, I want to do some sort of television setup, and I think there is something here, right? Like some sort of television thing. This. So we're going to use this. We'll grab this here. Very, that's the kind of modern I'm sort of looking for, right? That sort of kitschy, sort of 60s, 70s sort of modern. Again, I think that is the sort of thing we might see for Ken. Let's see what kind of colors we got. I like that. That's got 3 different bright colors in it, orange, green, and blue. I don't want anything too plain. I want to have a lot of color. This is cool because I like the dark blue in it, but the other colors I'm not as fond of. That's not bad. So we got that or that, really. Oh boy, it's a tough decision. I'm going to go with that. I love the orange. Orange is one of my favorite colors. So I love the orange and I love this colors here paired with it. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Ken's house. Downstairs, Barbie has a ton of furniture, right? She has like a ton of stuff to sit on. She has a ton of stuff for people to sit on. But we're talking about Ken right now, and Ken really exists for Barbie. So what we're going to do is Ken doesn't need a sectional. He doesn't need all of that furniture. He needs basically this, right? He needs a love seat. He needs a love seat because what happens when at Ken's house? This is what happens at Ken's house. Barbie comes over. They cuddle on the love seat while they watch a rom-com. That's it. That's it. Well, Jason, what about Ken's friends? Ken don't got no friends. I think he has one friend. I think he has one friend, and it's Todd, and we're going to talk about Todd later. But Ken doesn't have any friends. He has Barbie, and Barbie comes up here, and they're going to sit right there on that little love seat and watch that TV. Watch this movie she heard about from all of her friends. And they all said it's so cute and so sweet, and so they're going to watch that and cuddle. Now, I also want to put in a nice dining room table. Again, something in blue, maybe blue and yellow or something like that. In fact, yeah. I do want to see if we can find something with yellow in it. Let's go ahead and just add that to what we've got here. Because I do think this. I think this here. Ooh, or this one. Okay, let's go with this one. Nice yellow table. We're going to find ourselves some sort of dining room chairs to go with it. Now, again, you may think that's kind of a small table. It is, but it is just big enough for 2. Or it's gonna be just big enough for 2. We got this. I might use that chair. That's not too bad. I like that. Or we could use this one, right? That one does match the love seat. Let's use that one. I actually really, really like this transparent furniture. And I might use it out here on the balcony. But this matches the love seat, so we're going to put it right in there. And again, do we need any more than 2 people for that table? No, of course we don't. Because when Ken invites people over for dinner, he invites Barbie over for dinner. And, he cooks for Barbie and he serves dinner for Barbie. And then they watch TV. And that's it. So we only need 2 places at the table. Now we're going to set up a small kitchen here. I'm going to leave blue and yellow active. Let's see, what do we have? We need something kind of, I like that. That's always a good standby. So I don't know if I like the black on it. Let's see what else we have. We've got this with white. I do like that. Let's do that. So we'll put in some cabinetry here. Now, since this is in Thailand, I have mentioned this a few times. There is like no, I should say there's no such thing because I haven't been in every single house in Thailand, but I did a ton of research on Thai apartments and houses and kind of architecture and stuff when this pack was coming out. And I just got to tell you, serious as a heart attack, they just don't have an oven stove combo like is ubiquitous here in the United States. Like you find literally everywhere in the United States an oven and a stove combined in one unit. It is always a cooktop, right? It's always a cooktop, and we're going to grab a cooktop. We'll grab that one, in fact. And then the oven's separate. Like maybe it's on the countertop. Maybe it's just a microwave. If they have an oven, it might be built in underneath the cabinet, but it's still separate from the stove. We're not going to worry about an oven really right now. I do want to use... I'm probably going to have to take off our blue and yellow designators because I want to use the new refrigerator from the pack on right here as our fridge. So let's grab a sink real quick. We've got this one. I love this. Now, I use this downstairs in Barbie's house as well, and it comes in yellow, so it's perfect. I love all of the new brightly colored appliances. They're so cool. They're so awesome. We got a great one here in blue. We got a nice rice cooker. In fact, we're going to use the rice cooker and this thing, this coffee pot, both. Because we can put one of those on top of the fridge. Awesome, awesome. So we're going to turn these designators off. Where is our new fridge? There it is, right there. I love this fridge. I'm so glad that we've got this. This is great for hotels and stuff too if you want to build a hotel. A lot of hotels will have these glass-fronted mini fridges like that. I think it looks really modern and just really cool, really professional. We're going to throw our rice cooker, or a lot of people refer to this as an Instapot, so like a pressure cooker. I think it is more of a pressure cooker because it cooks more stuff than just rice. We'll grab some upper level cabinetry here. Let's filter this again by blue and yellow. See what we end up with. We've got this. I love this cabinet. And we've got this. I love that one too. Let's go with this. We'll go ahead and put this in place. I think the blue matches pretty well. I do not think the blue matches perfectly, but it's got a really great look, and it's a modern sort of traditional look at the same time. And look, Ken reads, right? Ken's got cookbooks there for when Barbie comes over to make something to eat. He's going to use a cookbook. He's going to follow the recipe. It's going to turn out great. So we're going to put the cookbooks in there, and then we're going to throw in some lighting. We're going to stop real quick. We're going to turn off the sun, and let's see just how dark this place is. We're going to need some lighting here in the kitchen, the bathroom, the bedroom area, and the living room area. So quite a bit. I mean, what's that? Oh, the marbles. That's really cool. I love that. I haven't seen that yet. That looks really cool. Let's not get distracted, though. Let's go back here to lighting. My thought is probably for the kitchen and the bathroom, I will use these puck lights. They're not super cool, right? But they're okay. And I do want to use a really, really cool light fixture for the entryway here. It's the same one I used for Barbie, and I think it does come in blue. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Probably doesn't come in blue. I'm wrong, but we're gonna look. Bless. Oh, there it is. Oh. Get too excited. I love it. Love it. Love this piece. That is awesome. That looks just like what you're going to find, right? In Barbie's house or in Ken's house in this case. I think Barbie probably helped him decorate, though, don't you think? I bet so. So we're going to put that there in the entryway, and then we'll throw in a little bit of under-counter lighting here, especially for that area. That looks really dark. Is that even yellow? Oh, I guess there was just some sort of graphical glitch there. Let's grab this under-counter lighting here. There we go. Looks pretty cool. I like it. Now over here, we want to keep this area kind of romantic. I'm going to do some sort of art on this wall, so we'll put that there. And then I'm going to just use some uplighting here by the TV. Hopefully I've got something. I know what I want to use. Does it come in the color I want to use it in? I guess not, because I'm not seeing it just right off the bat here. Okay, so it doesn't. Let's just take off these designators. There we go. We're going to use this here in gold. Give us some sort of dramatic backlighting, like so. Okay, so we've got that. Now back here, I don't know what kind of lighting really I'm going to use back here. We could just go with a puck light again, especially for now. We could do a puck light, kind of like that. And then here, I think here, now I did have this idea. I might have to raise these walls up yet again. Let me raise these walls again, because I do kind of have this idea of using this new sort of light stuff we got, right? Let's see here. I love it because it looks really, really modern and it looks really, really cool. There it is. Came with high school stuff. So not too long ago, we're going to put it here and here just to kind of light up the inside of this alcove, right? And we'll put that back into place. So that's plenty of light. And I do want to put in a piece of art here because I think I'm going to use those lights here as well. That's what I think. And over on the other wall, I don't have any real way of expressing it exactly. I'm going to show you here in a second, but I have this idea. We could do it now. Let's do it right now because it's popping up right now. This is my thought because this is Ken's place, right? Ken's in love with Barbie and Ken exists for Barbie, right? I figure Ken would have like pictures like this, like a great big picture. I don't have any pictures because I don't have like a Barbie and Ken in game, but I do figure that like probably Ken would have like sort of this shrine here of like pictures of just Barbie, right? So it's going to be just Barbie in all these pictures. Well, maybe Barbie with a cat. Maybe Barbie with a dog, and maybe one or two pictures of Barbie with Ken, but mostly pictures of Barbie there on that wall. We could do that in blue. It comes in blue, but I don't know that blue is really the blue that we're working with, so I think we're going to leave it as yellow. Now, I do want to find kind of, though, as a counterpoint, something blue for this other wall. So we're going to look here and see what we've got to use for blue art. So far, nothing. Nothing so far. We're going to keep looking through here. I kind of love this. Wouldn't that be cute? If like Ken had clouds and hot air balloons. I do think that'd be cute. That's not what we're going to use, but it would be cute. So let's see here. God, there's a lot of stuff. I'm going to try to scan through this. We've got this. This is cute, and it is blue and yellow. So maybe comes like this as well, this sort of artwork. I'm going to go with this for now, but I want to look through the rest of this stuff. That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good. We have what else here? Now, Ben, Ken is kind of a bachelor, so I mean, we definitely could throw a bunch of movie posters on the wall, but I feel like, again, Ken had a lot of help from Barbie with decorating, right? Like, that's my guess. That's my guess because my sister was Barbie and she made Ken's home for him. So I'm going to guess that Barbie helped Ken a lot with his apartment. So we're going to look for something a little more sophisticated than movie posters. These are kind of cool. I do like that. Maybe, maybe not. And then we have what else? Is that it? I thought. Do. That's really not bad. I do like it. It's not really what I was thinking, but maybe it would work. Let's try something real quick here. Let me grab these like little strip lights and then like what if we did them like that? And that maybe. Let me take a look at that. I don't know about that. Maybe. I don't think I like the lights around it, right? Like I don't like the lights around it. But I do kind of like that picture. It's not really. I wasn't thinking of using anything yellow, right? Because we got the yellow on the other wall. But this does look pretty cool. And I do think that's what we're going to go with. That's what we're going to go with. Let me find just some kind of like light fixture here. The same one we used maybe on the other. Yeah, that. We'll put it up here above it. Kind of light it up, right? And I suppose one thing we could maybe do is, what if we change these to blue? That's kind of a counter. And does it kind of match that? Kinda. And again, it does have that feel of kind of like a kid's toy, which is part of the goal here is that, yeah, I mean, it's going to be, it needs to feel a little bit like a kid's toy, like made out of brightly colored plastics and stuff like that. So I'm going to turn those both back to yellow, though. I'm going to leave them as yellow. We've got enough blue. Damn, the floor's covered in it. So we're going to consider that good. And then we have got to put in a bathroom. Now, there was a really big question on the last stream. Does Barbie use a squat toilet? Does Barbie use a squat toilet? I decided no, that Barbie does not squat when she goes to the toilet. No, she doesn't. She does not squat. In fact, she uses this, which looks remarkably like a throne, doesn't it? So, yeah, Barbie doesn't squat. Barbie did not get a squat toilet. Now, I have kind of thought about giving Ken a squat toilet. I can kind of see Ken squatting. I mean, can't you? I can kind of see Ken kind of squatting, but I can also see Barbie telling him not to squat. Have some dignity, Ken. Use like a non-squat toilet. So we're going to just use that. I'm going to see if we have anything in blue and yellow for a sink. Now we have this. That's kind of cool, right? Kind of. We've got this. This is cool. Let me look at this real quick. We've got this. And in fact, it has a dark blue drawer in it. If we're going to do black, though, I kind of feel like the toilet should be black. So maybe we go ahead and make the toilet black, right? Ken has a non-squat black toilet, and then we need a shower. I was just going to use this as his shower. And now I'm not so sure because everything's black, right? But this comes in black. And it comes kind of like that. That's very cool. I like that a lot. But we're going to go with black. We'll go with black and gray here. So he's got a shower and a toilet and a sink. I did think we might give him some sort of bath mat, right? Something to stand on when he gets out of the shower. What? I don't know. Nothing so far is grabbing me. Let me go over here. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, nope. That's not bad. What does that look like? No, let's not do that. Kind of come down here. This was kind of cool, but it's also kind of puffy, like it's quilted. So we've got this. Oh, that looks really cool. The thing I don't like is the fact that it is a little big. You know, I guess we could put it just like right here for like right after you get off the shower, you know, before you get to the sink. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but that's like too big because I don't really want it to be too close to the toilet because it just feels kind of gross. So maybe like that. It does have black in it and blue. Well, let's stick with that. Yeah, it's not exactly the size I want. I might go and get the tool mod and update it and make it a little bit bigger, right? But for now, I think it's going to work. So that looks pretty good. Do we need some accessories? Kinda. Let's see here. Let's grab some toilet paper for Ken. Ken's going to need some toilet paper in his bathroom. Maybe, I guess this will do, right? Just going to stick it here on the wall. I don't like putting it there. I've been in places though where they did stick it kind of behind the toilet like that. But it's always kind of complicated to get at, you know? I guess we could do it like this. Kind of like it's attached to the windowsill, maybe. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. Let's put it like right there. But I was in a hotel recently where the toilet paper was back here on the wall, and you had to reach your hand back and kind of fumble around for it. And I thought, who the hell designed this place? Who designed this hotel or redesigned it or whatever they did to it? It was a nice place. I actually didn't mind it, but except for that part. That part was kind of awkward. Let's see here. We need a towel, right? Some sort of towel. We don't see something right off the bat. Maybe this, I guess. It is yellow, so it's kind of nice. Kind of works. There's not an easy place to put it, unfortunately, because I've run out of wall space. Let's go ahead and we're going to... let's just put it here. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Then it looks like it fits a little bit better at least. And we're going to hope, for goodness sakes, we're going to hope that Ken is like really careful when he's showering and he doesn't soak that towel, right? Right. And is there a hand towel version of it? I guess kind of this is, right? Is that the hand towel version of it? I guess so. I'm going to just set that like that. And some rubber banding there. Let me turn on the grid. Maybe it'll keep us from falling. I thought, maybe we should put some clutter in here, but I did in Barbie's place, but there's not a lot of room here for clutter, especially with these windows. Which is kind of a good reason for getting rid of the windows maybe later. I don't know. We could put maybe a shelf on the wall. Could maybe move this here like that. And the bad thing about putting a shelf on the walls, all the shelves are usually so huge in The Sims, right? I mean, typically. Do. Let's see, what do we have here? See, these aren't, and I love these because they're kind of small, but they look a little out of place in the bathroom, so we won't be using them there. Now we do have this. This is from like Tiny House, right? Was it or from? Was that Tiny? No, maybe it was Growing Together. But it also is really kind of big. But it's at least kind of open, you know? I don't know. Let's take a look here and see what else we have to work with. Ken just might not get a shelf. I guess I could turn off the designators, the blue and yellow, and see what we end up with. Because I am not seeing much right now. Oh, we've got this. I used this a little bit in Barbie's place. Again, though, you can tell how big that is, right? I mean, that's huge. So it would be really tough even shrinking it down. I mean, I guess if he would still use the sink, we could do that there. Like someone attached it, you know, in the window area. But shrunken down, it's going to throw off anything that we try to attach to it. Let's see, what else do we have? We have this. These are cool. Again, too big. And we're almost done. We're almost through all the shelving that we have, at least in blue and yellow. And so I'm really kind of stuck with maybe this shrunk down. Okay, so if we do that, let's see what it looks like if we put something on there, and maybe we can somehow just make it work, you know, just make it work somehow. Maybe if we get something that's too big to fit on the shelf, I think we can make it work then. This looks a little bit like a men's type of basket. Now, how does it look on there? Actually, that looks okay. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I thought it would throw it off a lot, but you know, it actually looks pretty good like that. I wish I could kind of move it around a little bit more so that it's set back on the shelf a little bit more, but maybe I just should be glad it works as much as it does. Because then there's a little place there for Ken to have some of his stuff, right? And then I'm going to go ahead and take these designators off because I'm looking for... Could throw some toilet paper up there. Excuse me. We could throw some toilet paper up there. I don't think so. I think Ken keeps his toilet paper put away when he's, you know, that his extra toilet paper. So let's see if we have something like some towels, maybe. I know we do. I'm just kind of scanning through here. I think they're in this section. Hope so. Maybe they're not. I think so, though. There they are. We're going to put some nicely rolled up towels here by the sink, and then we'll put something out. Maybe we'll put something like this over here. Will it fit? Make it a little bit smaller like so. And you know, really, I guess we could make this a little bit smaller too. Then it looks like it fits there a little bit better. Okay, you know, I think that's not too bad. I mean, it's not It's not exactly what I would want. And yes, the current windows, I mean, it does look like someone retrofit the apartment. Now, I will say that. Since this is an older building, it does look like someone would come in and be like, well, we could fit a bathroom in here and just stick stuff in front of windows and halfway cover it up. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of look like that. So I'm going to call it that good. I'm going to say that that works. Now, in here, my first thought was to put another TV on this wall a minute ago. But my second thought is maybe again, because Barbie's going to help. She's going to help do this place. Maybe some plants would be more what she might choose, right? Like, let's put some greenery in here to kind of soften the place up a little bit. I'll need to play test it to make sure the bed will go down, right? But that's okay. So we've got, this. Let me look at this. See, like something like that, right? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cute. Let me take a look at that. Actually, I really like that. It's kind of modern. It's got a nice look to it. Let's grab some lighting and throw over it. Like this, right? Looks very cool. Yeah, so there we go. That's pretty good. I like that. Kind of fills in that wall. Now, Ken, I'm going to have this guy here. This is not Ken. This is just like kind of a test sim, I'm using. Someone to come and check the place out. I'm going to come up here and try to lower the bed without killing himself. Oh, there we go. That worked. Okay. So the bed does work, and now he's got a nice double bed. Now, don't get any ideas because Barbie does not stay the night in this bed. No, she doesn't. They're not, they're not that kind of couple, really. They have not gotten married yet. Barbie doesn't stay the night until they get married. And even then, she might sleep in her own bed. So, but who does help with this bed is Todd. That's what I decided, is that Ken has his best friend Todd over whenever Barbie's busy. Barbie's busy a lot with her own friends in her own life. So when Barbie's busy, Ken has Todd come over to do guy stuff, right? Guy stuff. Shh. And sometimes guy stuff takes place right here in this nice double bed with these beautiful plants to look at. And we're going to do something with the windows. We got to figure out something with the windows. So that is Ken's home. And I actually did when I was a kid and my sister was a kid. She had a Todd doll that was Ken's best friend, right? That's what she said. But I always kind of pretended myself Ken and Todd were kind of, they're kind of into each other, right? Barbie was just kind of the beard. That's all. So we've got Ken's apartment here all lined up, all ready to go. Actually, that was pretty quick. It's quicker than I kind of thought it would be. But his apartment is done. Now, my thought is, there's Barbie's apartment right downstairs, conveniently. And then my apartment's going to be down here. Now, this is going to be the largest apartment in this particular building. But yeah, my apartment, I'm thinking I'm going to put it down here. And we're going to start on that. Now, one thing I'm a little kind of back and forth on. I looked at this floor plan and of course I had this thought, hey, we'll put bedrooms and bath over here. It might be a 2-bedroom. We'll put living, dining, kitchen over here with access to this outdoor patio, which is actually kind of already pretty well done. I mean, I like this furniture out here that came with it, right? Might change the tile, but it looks pretty good. My thought, though, is the stairs take up a lot of space here. And I wonder if there's some way I can swing them around and have the entrance to my apartment right here, right off this front door, and then kind of commandeer this area back here as part of my apartment. I don't know. We're going to try that, though. Looks like some people are here to do a little welcoming to the neighborhood. Who is this, I wonder? I don't know. Got some people here to welcome us to the neighborhood. Let's see here. Can we go? Can't intersect. I know I don't want you to intersect with the walls. I want you to go all the way around. We're going to try. Let me try taking the wall out. Let's try that. Because what I want to do is I want to take, come on. Maybe I won't be able to. We'll see. Okay, so there we go. See, that wasn't that hard, was it? You just got to get the game to do what you want it to do. That wasn't that bad. And then we can take this off and we can draw a line across here. And we've kind of captured all of this space for this apartment, right? It doesn't seem like a lot, but when we're dealing with this small of a space and this is my apartment, then it's a lot, right? We definitely need it because I don't want to be cramped in no studio here in Thailand. So we are going to put in, yes, a little bit larger of a space. Maybe draw that across there. And then for the doorway to the apartment will just be through here. Let's go ahead and take out this and this and this. Everything. Everything has to go. Everything's going to go. We're not going to keep a single thing in this apartment except for maybe the windows, but I doubt it. Just haven't decided on the whole window thing yet. This was originally, as you can see, 2 studios, like 2 really small studio apartments. And they did exactly like I did. They just threw that shower right in front of that window, right? Put it where it'll fit. We're going to take all of that out like so. And I guess they were decorated exactly the same. I think they were. Except for this lucky apartment got that outdoor space. Really nice. Take this out, this out, this out. And they were only twin beds here, so obviously monks lived here, or maybe incels lived here. Maybe incels lived there, probably. I think they all sleep in twin beds in their mom's basement. So probably that's who lived here. Let me take off the outline for the apartment. Okay, so now we've got a pretty good sized apartment here. I do want to use some of the things that I just used for Ken's apartment, which is going to be this door. Go down here. This will be our front door, right? So we'll put in a front door. Now, I want to look and see. For a bedroom, ideally, I would like to have that much space, at least a 4x4 bedroom. And then if I put in, though, a 3x3 bathroom, it does not leave a lot of room for a second bedroom here. So I might still just do this as a 1-bedroom as well. I mean, I could put the bathroom here, right? I could do the bathroom there. And then I would have more room for a bedroom. For like a kid's room, you know. I'm thinking someplace for my son to sleep, right? If I'm going to go all the way to Thailand, obviously I'm going to take my son with me. I'm going to raise that floor up quite a bit now. Come on, up it goes, up it goes. There we go. Okay. So if we could actually pretty easily put the bathroom here. And then this becomes just a hallway, right? We could even pull that like that. It would not be an ensuite bathroom in that case. It would be a bathroom for the whole household. But, well, you know, it's probably okay. It'd be okay with me. I don't really care. And this is my apartment, so there we go, right? And then we could put like our kitchen back here. Nice little U-shaped kitchen. Little dining area here, little living area here. So, let's go ahead. I don't know what to do here. I mean, I want to take this window, of course, and put right here. Right. And then have that big view out to out to that patio. Getting a little bit of lag here at the moment. Do, 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 do. In fact, actually more than a little bit. It's kind of getting a little laggy. I've heard there's been some issues. Like I have not played with this a lot. I've been sick the last couple of weeks, and it is my busiest time of year at work. So I've been working 12-hour days, about 60 hours a week, and it's Christmas time and blah, blah, blah. So I have not spent a lot of time playing it. But yeah, it's a little laggy. It's getting a little laggy. I like wood floors. So we're going to put some wood floors in here and see what we get. Oh boy, this lag though. I'm going to pull in some tile. Let's see. What kind of tile? I don't know. You know, I love the new tile with this pack. Let me pull up this new pack because there are some pretty cool things in it that so far I haven't used, mostly because, you know, I was doing Barbie and Ken, right? And the colors don't really work for Barbie and Ken that well. But the colors, I think, would work really well for my apartment as I would want it. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there. And we could even go ahead and maybe use this particular wood. Okay, so we'll use that wood and that tile. Now, the interior wall colors are not necessarily my favorite choices, to be honest there. There are some good choices, but it's just not usually the way I'm going to lean. We have this, I've used this a couple of times now. It's probably my favorite, this sort of mango color. I don't know. We've got a blue, you know, I don't know, not really my style. Got gray, I hate gray. So let's turn off for rent. Let's just put in white. I'm going to go with just good old basic pure expressions white for now. And we may come back through later and change that out. And okay, so we've got that done. Put some pure expressions white out here in the hallway. I wonder if this is build mode lag or just, I mean, I think it's build mode lag, but you know, it's so laggy. Let me take this off. And we're going to need some cabinetry. There is some really cool cabinetry with both the new pack and then the pack before that. Really what I'm probably going to do is the pack before that. Like this stuff here. I love this furniture. I love it for the kitchen. Really, really nice. We could do yellow again, kind of like Ken's apartment upstairs. Got that kind of rich dark wood there. I think I'm going to go with yellow. I like the yellow. It's pretty happy. It's got a nice light countertop to it. Lord, save me from the lag. I hope we can get this finished. Maybe not the best time for Maxis to have a build challenge when it's still laggy like this. Let's see here. And then we'll use the upper cabinets from that same pack. Well, you know what? These might work too. These have these might work with that. I'm going to go with what we got. We're going to go with this. The only bad thing about this particular cabinetry is, as a lot of people know, it kind of, the corner cabinets are a little weird, right? Because they're just shelves. So I think we'll, God bless me with this. Okay, there we go. Oh man, I might not make it through the rest of this stream with this lag going on here. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna change the color. Wish I picked the right color to begin with. Um, change the color here. So I'm not gonna put corner cabinets and wrap it around. I'll just do cabinets along this wall to kind of resolve some of that because yeah, it's a little bit of kind of a hassle, right? I'm gonna put this sink in. I do really like that particular sink. I probably would rather have it in that color, so we'll switch the color around. I'm gonna do the new dishwasher. I love the new dishwasher. This miniature style, super cool. Again, part of that pack. And it is really, really awesome. Like, I really love it. I love the fact that it's small. I love the fact, it's this kind of apartment size. It's a great thing. They don't have dishwashers, again, very often in Thailand, from what I could see. They did have them sometimes. They especially had them in maybe what you might consider nicer, places. But even there, it's pretty rare. It's pretty rare. But they did have a few. So I think we can put in a nice little sort of apartment size dishwasher in there. I'm going to go ahead and use, though, the new fridge. Put this fridge over here. I might put some sort of shelves. Hair in my eye. I might put some sort of shelves above this refrigerator. We'll see here in a little bit. One thing I am going to do, because even though this does have sort of pretend under counter lighting, it's not very bright, right? So I think I can pull that down a little bit too. It's not very bright, so I'm going to stick some under counter lighting in there. Okay, now that that's done, let's see here. Let's take that out. God love it. And we'll go in here. So I don't know. I guess I'm going to put in more under counter lighting. Yeah, I am. I think that this is a really cool effect. It looks really good. I just don't think it's bright enough. I love it, though. It's so modern. It looks like it has that built-in under counter lighting. That is so cool. I really do like it. But see how when we put real under counter lighting, it really does look brighter, right? Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. I thought we were doing pretty well with build mode, until we started to get here. There was a little bit of lagginess, but I didn't think it was even really that noticeable. Now I think it's really noticeable. Okay, so we could put in a microwave. I don't think so, though. I'm going to put in like one of these little tea kettles. Let's put in, I love orange. Does it come in yellow? No, it does come in, it comes in black and green. I love green, too. The green's really pretty. This is going to be tough. I love all these colors. I really do, though. I really do love all these colors. I love all the new colors for these new appliances. Very, very cool. Orange is one of my favorite colors, though, so we're going to put an orange kind of tea kettle in here. We're going to throw an orange Instapot over here on top of the fridge. Ooh, and then we'll go. You know why, though? You know why green might be cool? Actually, green might be cool because we got green in the flooring, right? So let's change it to green in order to kind of tie into that color. And I wonder what we have for green tile to use as kind of a backsplash. Let's take a look. We'll go up here to colors. Let's sort by green. Here we go. Tiles. None of it is grabbing me. Now, this isn't too bad. That's actually not too bad. That's kind of pretty. This also is not too bad. We really don't see the tile, though, because it's behind the cabinetry. And I think those two options might be it. I guess we could look through like wallpapers and just everything here. But I think this might be what we use. In fact, I'm going to go and grab this pretty in plastic for now. Let's put that in there for now. And then we'll roll through this and see what else we've got. I know there's other green options that I thought were tile. They're not coming up under tiles, so maybe they're wallpaper like this, right? Like this sort of stuff, right? So, it's kind of cool. Oh, we've got this. I do love this stuff. And this. We got that one. But see, again, I don't know why. On here, it looks like the tile is really high. But over here, it's just not high. And that, I grabbed it a minute ago thinking, oh, that looks cool. That'll work. No, it's not going to work. Okay, so we're running through our options here. Looks like probably if we're going to do it, we're going to do it with what we've got right there. We're just going to stick with that. That's green. That's a lovely shade of green. I'm so glad they included that. Do I still have a green designator on, right? They put up red. They put up red. Is there a green version of this? There is. Now there is a green version of it. Take a look here. That's not too bad. I'm going to put that there for now. I don't know why it came up as red. See, that one's blue. But I guess that could be kind of a blue-green, sort of. We got this and this. This is kind of cool, though, too. And that actually has a little bit more natural look to it. Kind of ties in with the natural look of this stone. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Instead of plastic, let's go with wood. Now, let's pull out and see if after all of that work, was it worth it? Do I like it? I think I do like it. I mean, I think that looks good. I'm going to leave that just like that. I think that looks pretty good. And one thing I would like to do is have something to kind of define the kitchen there. Either some pony walls or maybe slate. Fall back on slate like I did with the other builds in this particular set. So something like that. We need the higher version of it. So we can do something like that, or I think I'm going to just do a pony wall. I think a pony wall is going to give us I mean, I like those slate, I do, but I feel like you always have to pull them out because when it intersects the cabinet, it doesn't look very real. You know, it does. No one's going to stick a piece of slate like that into a cabinet. So you always have to kind of pull it out. And then you have to try to get each side exactly the same. And so anyway, we'll use a pony wall. Pony wall looks very real when it's not halfway in the floor. That's 5. Let's go for 10. Like so. We'll put it like this and like this. And that gives us kind of the effect I'm looking for as well. And we'll go ahead and put that on each side of it. Throw on some white wall cap so it kind of ties in with the countertops. And not too bad. I think that's a pretty good kitchen. I kind of like it. And it does keep us, I mean, this is my apartment, right? I'm a real person. in real life. But at the same time, I think this vibrant color, this vibrant sort of primary color, it is kind of keeping us in the vein of a toy, right? Of a kid's toy. So I'm pretty happy with that. We're going to leave that as is. We're going to take out that light. Let's see here. What other... Let's see what all did we get with this pack for lighting. We've got something like this. Comes in some red, some blues. I do like these lights. These are really cool. And this is supposed to be, I think, green. Is that what it's saying? I don't know that it looks all that green, but let me put it here and take a look at it and see what we got. I mean, it does kind of look green there, so we could maybe use it, but I also think we could just use like maybe the red, you know, or this blue. That's kind of green too. I'm gonna go with the red. We're gonna put the red in here. We're gonna see if we can find ourselves a dining room table. Now we've got something like this. This is just what's from the new pack. I'm going to try filtering these items by green and yellow. And let's see what we've got here to work with. So we've got something like this, right? This trendy table, got some green in it. That does look pretty cool. I'm not as sure about the light fixture with that particular table. Ooh, but you know what? I could use this other light fixture. Where is it here? I don't know if it comes in green. That's going to be our test, right? But we could do it in white. I mean, look through this. It's like way down by the bottom because I guess it is super expensive. Here we go. So we've got this version, and this version. I think we could go with that. And then let's grab some furniture to go around the outside. What do we have for yellow? Now that's kind of cool. That's kind of a green, but it matches that table pretty well. But I don't know if I want to get too much into green. I mean, I do like it. I like the way the kitchen turned out. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. We've got these. I love these chairs. I love the rainbow chair. That's very, very cool. We've got yellow here. Oh, this is tough. I shouldn't have locked myself into green. I'm not going to lock myself into green. I'm going to have to back out. I don't know if I'm going to end up digging it or not. Let's see here. Okay, so like this is very cool. I do like this. That's actually not bad. It's starting to feel a little bit, I don't know, maybe a little bit contrived, but at the same time, I kind of like it. It is definitely different than what I would normally think to do, right? I don't know. Like I said, the one thing I do like about it, as I'm doing this, as I'm looking at it and thinking about it, is that it does have that feel of like kids. You know, it has that feel of like a playful sort of toy. You know, with those bright colors in it. We're going to put in, I think we'll put in a sectional over here. kind of like we used for Barbie upstairs. I love the sectional furniture from Dream Home Decorator. Let me be the first to recommend, like, if you don't have it yet, does this match the cabinetry very well? I don't know. If you don't have it yet, like, it really does match. I would go get it. You know, at least when it's on sale, get it. It's a really, really good pack. Okay, so we're going to put in here, here, here. Grab that like that. I'm going to grab this like so. We got a nice entertainment area there, a nice place to kind of hang out. Grab ourselves a coffee table. A nice yellow one, right? Let's see what else we have. I think maybe something in glass would be nice. That's not bad. Ooh, now that comes in yellow. I always think it's a little bit too big. You know why I think it's a little too big? It's a little too big. I don't think we'll use that. I was about to say, I always think that's a little too big. That's because it is a little too big. We do have this. This looks very cool. And it's smaller, you know, so we can kind of maybe even put in like a couple of them. Kind of like this, maybe. It's not too bad. I'm going to pull this. Get a little bit of clipping from that tree there. There we go. So, I don't see a lot else that we're going to really be able to use for a coffee table except for that. Now we could always do glass, like something like this is very cool. And we could always do an end table instead of a coffee table. So we could grab one thing I really like, and the green would really play into it. Even though the table itself is not green, it has a green component. Let's see here. Aha, here we go. So it has greenery, right? It has a green component. It has green right in it. So we could grab maybe that color there, like so. I'm going to see if maybe this comes someplace else. Not too bad. I kind of like that. And like I said, the green does tie in with the green. Now, maybe black would be better. I'm not entirely certain about the color of the base, but I'm going to leave it. I think it's good enough. I think it is good enough. We're going to put in, let's filter by green and yellow. And we're going to put in some sort of mirror here. About this. We have that. That's not bad. I do like that in that yellow. Is this the green version? They look kind of the same to me, but I think that is green. Is this green? No, not really. It comes in white. Well, that's kind of green. It's just a really light green. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. I thought we'd put a mirror by the front door with a little place to throw our keys, right? Little place to throw our keys. Little kind of shelf or something. Put our keys on. I don't know. We might not go with the green vibe. Except I do like that. That is pretty cool. Could go with that. And we could, you know, I don't know if I want to keep that furniture. Oh boy, I don't know if I want to keep it as, it does kind of match the cabinetry. Not sure. Do. Let's see. I kind of would love to frame that mirror out in some way, some fashion, make it look a little more, you know, a little more built into the space. I don't know. I really like that piece. I really wish it came in some sort of modern colors. I mean, like maybe it had been repainted, kind of a boho scheme or something, right? Do. That's not too bad. I mean, it's okay. It looks okay. I don't love it, but I think I can leave it. I think I can leave it for now. And then maybe if I change my mind in the future, I can. I'm going to just do this end of the room with that green wall. Kind of tie this whole space together as one kind of full space, even though it's three distinct uses, you know, kitchen, dining, living room. The one thing, I guess, the one thing I'm kind of unsure about here is I also might just want to do a big piece of art on this wall. Let's look at our art options and see what we have here. Do something big like that, right? Something like that, kind of. That doesn't really fit, but something like that. We do have this. I love this. This came with a new pack. It's very cool. So we make it really big, right? Supersize it. I want to find something, though, maybe a little more formal, a little more like an actual framed piece of art. I fall back on these so much. Let me tell you, City Living, this little group of pictures here, you know, these things, right? I love them. I use them so much. They blow up nicely to a nice size like that. In fact, that looks pretty good. We've got this one. This is one of my favorites. You know, looks super cool. The tree is really nice, maybe especially since we've got kind of a green thing going. We could go with the tree here. We could use two of them. We could use two of them side by side. Let's try that. The only thing I don't like is they don't come in the same type of frames. Because really, I mean, let's be realistic. If we bought these in San Myshuno, we would buy them in matching frames, right? We'd have them framed in matching frames. Well, I would. I'd have them framed in matching frames. We're going to move a little closer to the floor. Take that out. Kind of eyeball this a little bit. It seems really bright in here right now, but I am going to turn off the lights, turn off the sun, I mean. Let's see just how bright it is. Pretty bright. I mean, I was thinking I might put like art light over this, but I don't think so because it does seem like it's bright enough without it. Here in the hallway, we're going to need some sort of lighting. Again, I think I'm just going to fall back on what I've fallen back on so far, and that is this sort of puck light, maybe in green. Is that green? I think it's supposed to be green for the hallway and maybe for the bathroom as well. While we're at it, we're going to take this one out and we're going to replace it with a kid's light. It should be here. Let's look down here. I'm looking for the solar system light. I think probably most of you have seen it, right? I guess we don't have to use that though. I always use that for kids' rooms. But this is actually also a really nice light for kids' room. It is from Seasons, right? But it's got that great rainbow look to it. So let's use that. I think we're going to use that. And then here in my bedroom, I don't know. I'm not super big on ceiling light in the bedroom. I don't really care that much. I'd rather use lamps most of the time. So I think I will use a lamps. So maybe, I don't know what kind of lamps right off the top of my head, but something in here might be kind of cool, you know. I like that. I love that orb. It's awesome. This is also very cool, and it does come in a green form, comes in orange, comes in kind of a yellow. But I might not stick with the green, you know, with the bedrooms or the bathroom, since we're into a different separated part of the house. I don't feel like we really have to stick with that. That's very cool. Love that lamp. In fact, I am going to... Ooh, I love this one though too, and I haven't used it in a while. I'm going to go with that as a possibility. I'm going to go with that as a possibility. I'm going to go with that as a possibility. I have a lot of possibilities here. And also this. This, I think, is a pretty good standby. It's a really great all-purpose lamp. It looks like it fits in almost any decor. So maybe. Or this. This actually comes in a green. You know, a green base, orange top. Shoot. I have almost too much choice here. Let's go ahead and we'll throw this in there too. And then when I get to decorating that room, we'll have more of an idea of where we're going. Now, this bathroom, I think when I separated it off, dropped like all the way down, as you can see here. So we're going to lift that back up. I feel like the lag kind of took care of itself a little bit. I don't know if, I guess I'm sure everybody else has noticed. It's not as pronounced. It doesn't seem like as it was. So that's nice. Odd, but nice. I'll take these windows out. I am planning this particular build for like myself and my son. My son's not a toddler, but I do usually like to include some sort of bath, you know, just in case. You never know. I might turn him into a toddler. I might retroactively bounce him back to toddlerhood. So we've got that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I guess it doesn't matter really. I'm going to go ahead and just go with the shower. I'm going to go ahead and just go with the shower because I'm going to build a shower enclosure for this particular one. Again, with this being my apartment in quotes, build a shower enclosure here. Let's grab, I'm going to grab that subway tile. Well, that's what I thought I was going to grab. I think I am. I'm going to use that. I'm going to still use that. We're going to put it in maybe white is what I'm thinking. Yeah, we're going to do white in here. We're going to grab a sliding glass door. This makes for, I think, an excellent walk-in shower. When you do that, you know, your sim will walk in there, take a quick shower. We're going to put a puck light in here and a puck light out here. And we're going to throw in a toilet. Do. Now, I'm more inclined to do as the locals do, right? Do as the locals do. And so I think I am going to go ahead and put in a nice squat toilet. Surprise my son, something different. Check it out, buddy. Nice squat toilet. Nice squat toilet for us to use. I'm going to put that in there, put a nice squat toilet in place. Maybe do kind of an old-fashioned sink. I would like storage with the sink, though. I'll be honest. I usually have a lot of things under my sink, a lot of things I've got stored. I love this new sink, the fact that it's just so old-fashioned. I haven't used it very much. But I do really like it. It is very, very pretty. I guess we could just grab one of these cabinets. Move that there, move that there. And we'll grab in fact, we could actually put a really large sink here. I don't think we will, though. I think we'll use this sink. It's a bit odd because it's a kitchen sink, but at the same time, you know what? This kind of makes sense to me. You could put your razor here when you're done using it. Maybe you could put your toothbrushes here, you know, things that are wet, and they would drip down. And then over here, maybe you could put, like, you know, toothpaste and stuff like that. So it gives you kind of some storage space. I need a mirror, of course, for this room. We can grab this kind of mirror there, maybe. Let's see, what about this? It's not bad. I really like the medicine cabinet mirror. Never had a medicine cabinet well, maybe when I was little, when I was real little. But I do like it. I think it has a very cool look, very cool feel, but I don't think we're going to use it. I think we'll use something like this. That's too small, actually. We've got that. That's not too bad. Let's go with that. We'll use that particular mirror. And I'm not going to put any sort of cabinetry in here, any sort of high boy or anything like that. What I am going to do is go ahead and move this door kind of like right here. And then we'll put in some towels. I like just plain white towels are fine with me. So let's see here. Where are they? Oh, here we go. And because my son and I are both living in this place, let's bring that up a little bit. We're going to put in 2 towels. Like so. I never really use a bath mat when I get out of the shower. I just throw a towel on the floor and stand on that. Then when I'm done, I throw the towel, you know, in the laundry or whatever. So I'm not going to worry about putting any sort of towel on the floor. I also don't have any, I don't have any towel racks in my house. I don't use towel racks, like I don't use these or the ones on the wall, but I put them a lot in builds since you do see them a lot in houses. So that takes care of the bathroom. Need to put in a kid's room real quick. We'll throw in a bed here. What shall we use? What shall we use? I don't know. There are a lot of cool kids' beds now. I feel like, you know, once upon a time we had almost no beds, you know, to choose from. And it was always hard to find something, but I kind of like this. This is a lot of fun for a kid. you know, kind of a canopy style bed. And it does kind of fit, right? Kind of fits the Thailand feel, the sort of netting, you know, keep the mosquitoes out, I guess, or something. I don't know if they even have mosquitoes in Thailand, do they? I don't know. Probably. It is kind of the tropics, kind of semi-tropical. So probably they do, but I actually don't know. Then, since this is my son, I'm naturally going to put in a desk and a chair and a computer because that is his life. Let me see here. What have we got going? I like this. Well, or maybe this, a little more airy. That's very cool. Oh, this is cool. It's kind of the gamer desk, yeah. So let's do that. We'll put that in here. See if we have color options. We'll go with green and black. Let's find a chair. I think there's a gaming chair, right? That's the executive chair. Oh, here we go. I don't see a green. There's a green. Is that green? That's green. That works. We'll put a green here to match the desk. And then, oh, this. Yeah, I love this. So we'll put in this great curved screen computer. Super awesome. What kind of colors do we have to work with here? None. Okay, so none. This only comes in one color. This is the color everyone loves. So we're going to stick with that. That's fine. And then maybe we'll go ahead and throw in some bookshelves. My son does have some books. He does know how to read, mostly. So we'll put in some books over there. We're going to put in some shelving here. And in fact, I'm going to use the home decorator shelving, I think. Because that is kind of in keeping with what he actually has. His is in black. Let's see here. I'm not really going to outfit this, you know, with knickknacks or anything. I'm just going to set it here on the wall. I mean, I might eventually, not this moment, I'm not going to, but I'm going to put it there on the wall. In fact, I'm going to finish out that whole wall. Because my son's, again, his kind of goes across this whole section of wall in his room. And then, you know, he puts all the stuff, all of his stuff in there, right? And I suppose, I don't know if we have anything like that. If we have some clothes that are folded, do we have folded clothes that act as a dresser? Let me take a look here. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that does. I mean, we've got these hanging objects. That's really what we need. If anybody's ever listening from Maxis, I know you're not, but just in case you are, if you're ever listening from Maxis, what we really need is piles of folded clothes that operate as a dresser like hanging clothes do. Because like with my son, even with myself, I actually have a lot of piles of just folded stacked clothes on shelves instead of hanging off of hangers. So that would be like totally awesome if someone wanted to go through and do that at some point. Hello, Maxis, talking to you. So I guess right now we could hang clothes, you know, from here maybe. Maybe. Should we do that? Create like an open air closet? Since we don't have any other option, I guess we could go through and just, yeah, kind of pop some of this out. Not all of it. I didn't really want all of it gone, you guys. How can I just get this one piece loose? I guess not. I can't. I don't really want to do it that way. Let's just start over. We will just start over from scratch. We'll make it easy on ourselves. And let's see here. where is... There we go. We'll grab this here. Do these, you know what? These are from two different sets, though. I wonder if they'll interact, if they'll kind of stick together. I mean, the blacks really aren't the same. I guess they're close enough. It kind of works. Let's go with it. Let's just go with it. Let's call it good. We're going to roll with it. I've got this thing here, kind of, and this is kind of pre-built. Let's see here. Let's put that in there. I like that. And then we'll go ahead and we'll grab... Sorry, this room's kind of tight. We'll put in some shelving like this. The big question I feel like is, should I put it here on the floor as well? Come on. I think the fact that this is, you know, elevated so high up off the ground. Come on, there we go. It's kind of causing a little bit of issue here. Okay, there we go, finally, right? Okay, so we got that in. And we could do a row of these over the top. And I really want that centered now. I really don't want it... Lord, help me. Okay, so I can't... Let's do this. And then we'll move this over here. No, come on. There we go. Oh, don't stop. Okay, can we just move the whole thing? I swear, stop. Come on. What is wrong with you? Come on. Okay. Oh my gosh, that didn't work. Okay, is the whole thing connected? No, that's not connected. Is this whole part connected? Oh boy. I don't remember it used to be this hard to get these to work. Whew. Okay, there we go. That's still not exactly what I want, though. I really wanted this centered. I don't think I'm going to be able to center it. Yeah, I guess that's as close as we're going to get as far as centering it goes. And the best we can do is maybe go ahead and just add another line here. Which, okay, fine. That's fine. And then, finally, now that that's done, let's grab some clothes and some shoes and some stuff and kind of hang it up here. We're going to put in some Western wear. Love. What did it just say to me? Come on. Object not positioned correctly. Maybe these two separate modular systems just aren't meant to go together. Is that the thing? Because I did mix and match like high school pack stuff and Dream Home Decorator. Hang on clothes, hanging furniture. So will it only work? Okay. What does that say? Right? So is the thing that it will only work on the new. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? I can't imagine that they would make it to where it can only hang from the clothes hanger with Horse Ranch, right? Surely not. Let me look at this. Okay, so we've got this sturdy clothing rack. Go through here. So it does work with that. It does. So that makes me think you can only use it with this. I can't believe that they would do that. They would make it like that. Why would you do that? I don't know. I do not know, but that's the only thing I can think of. Because it works with that. Okay, so let me pull this out. Let me just test these other things and see. I like that so well, though. That looks like guys' clothes, right? Okay, so will this work? No, that won't work either. So maybe it is. Maybe it is this thing that's broken. Oh my God, this wasn't supposed to take this long. Okay, let's see here. Let me go back up here. Surfaces. Can we use the other version of this? Yeah. Okay, so well, there you go. That was the only problem. That piece is broke, I guess. That seems to be the issue, is that this particular thing here is broken. That's all I can figure out. That's all I think. I'm going to try this one more time just to make sure. Come on. No, it worked there. Okay, so maybe it was just temporarily screwy somehow. Okay. God bless it. This just shouldn't have taken this long to figure out. I don't know. I don't know what was wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. I have no idea. But it's working now. So we're going to consider that like a victory. And go through here. Let me find some shoes real quick. We're going to throw some shoes under there. Whoops. Yeah, let's grab some teenager-looking shoes for my son. Like so. We're going to go ahead and throw in some lighting for our closet. Like that. And then, we can throw in some knickknacks and stuff maybe later into those different shelves. Now, the one thing that I'm thinking right now is because we've ended up leaning real heavily into black. So should the bed be black? Maybe the bed should be more like this. I'm going to go ahead and take it that way because we've just kind of leaned so heavily furniture-wise that way that it makes sense that probably, if the kid's picking out his own furniture and he picked out black and everything else, well, chances are he's going to pick out black. for the bed. So we're going to look at green carpets real quick. Something for the kid. Got that. Excuse me, we've got that. Oh, what else? What else? We got this. That's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. I didn't even know we had that. Let's take a look and see. We've got camouflage. We've got tore up rugs. Something like this might work for a kid's room. It's not bad. There's really not a lot of green options here. And I guess something like this, right? Because it kind of matches the desk. I mean, the bed does not match very well, but it does kind of match the desk and the shelving unit, right? And I guess we could swap the bed out. I mean, I went for that bed because I thought Thailand and I thought it looked kind of tropical. I guess why? I don't know why we have to do that. I don't know why we would keep this lamp either, since really at this point, we seem to be going pretty high tech with this room. Let's look for a different kid's bed. Let's go ahead and look for maybe a different light fixture while we're at it. Got that kind of thing. I think they're like well, there's a Mod Pod, right? What about that one bed? The bed from Get Famous. It's kind of like that capsule bed. Is it in the game anymore? It should be. It should be in here somewhere. Where is it? Ah, there it is. So that's not exactly the color green that I was really necessarily going for, right? But I don't know if he'll use it either, because it wants to take up such a big footprint. I bet that they can't use it. For now, I'm going to leave it there, and then if that doesn't work when I play test it, I'm going to go ahead and just, pick out something else. We'll go ahead and just use kind of, where is it here? That kind of metal bent bed. Does that not come in a twin? I thought it did. I don't see it though. So, what I'm looking for is this, the twin version of that. And I could have sworn there was a twin version of it. There it is. Okay, so we'll fall back on this, right? So if that pod thing doesn't work, we'll just fall back on that, and that's what we'll use. So for the light fixture, there's the solar system light. Now that's an option. That's what I was looking for earlier. So that is kind of an option. We also could do, we could do something like this. Of course, it's not very high tech, but okay. We got that. Kind of like that. I like that. I think that's okay. That looks fine to me. So let's stick with that. Now in here, in Daddy's bedroom. Let's see. I feel like I'm just going to have to redo like all the windows in this place. Really am, because I want things to fit with how I'm going to have these rooms. Let's go down here, check out our bed options. It's not bad. Kind of, let's go with this. Kind of like that bed. Very cool. Mm-hmm. I don't know about that nightstand. I mean, I do kind of like it. Oh boy. Let's see. Maybe in gray though, so it more matches the frame of the bed. And that there. Put in a couple of lamps. Now I don't have a closet in here. I suppose we could fit one in. I think like right here, the same as I did on the other side. So if we move that over, move that over. And then let's grab a quick table here. The one that matches our table in the front room. There we go. Bring some greenery into the bedroom. I'm going to have to kind of eyeball that a little bit. We'll grab a mirror to put over that table instead of a piece of art. And let's pull together once again a closet. Dare we risk it? Dare we try again? Woo, I'm going to say yeah. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. See if we can get it working a second time. We could always just use something like that. You know, that would work. But let's take a look here and see. Where was it? Oh, that's right. I've got to go into surfaces and this stuff here. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Because the way it's falling, you know, through the floor. Let's try it. It'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. There's nothing wrong with a surprise, right? There's nothing wrong with a surprise. So let's attach these shells to each side of it. Oh boy, come on. At least the lag is gone. I mean, at least that's kind of weird because that lag was real heavy and then it's just gone. You know, now it's just working just fine. So at least the lag is gone. If we have to fight a little bit with our closet, that's okay. We can fight with that closet. Because at the end of the day, it's still quicker than, you know, dealing with lag. Let's find some clothing. I want to use the same clothing that I used next door in the kids' room. That cowboy clothes. I love this stuff. That actually looks like clothes I own right there. I love that. Love that vest. Love that shirt. Love everything that's hanging up there. In fact, I almost want to do like a whole stretch of closet here. I just don't think there's any real reason to, but I want to because I do love that rack of clothes that much. We'll throw in some shoes here. Maybe something like that. That looks a lot like the sort of stuff I would wear. I kind of would rather, though, use these individual shoes, but I don't see anything that's like really like boots. But those don't really match the storage unit above it. It's kind of a problem, kind of an issue. So I guess I'll just use these kind of all-purpose shoes down there, like so. Now, I think that looks pretty good. That's not too bad at all. I wouldn't necessarily mind doing the walls in here with something. Of course, once I have windows in, that's going to help a lot. I guess we could look for a quick rug. I almost don't even want to go look for a rug. I'm going to tell you, because there's so many of them. I have absolutely no idea what I want to use. And I'm afraid I'm going to look through rugs for like literally forever trying to come up with something, but maybe not. Maybe we'll use this. Is that good? Let's take a look at that. That's actually kind of good. I do like that. Let me see here. Like that, maybe? That works. So that wasn't so bad. Okay, we'll go with that. I would like to do this as an accent wall, and I'm wondering, what does this stuff come in? Nothing I really want to use. Now, I do like this stuff, this rusted iron. I've done this before for like a guy's bedroom or a woman's bedroom too, if they like this sort of style, sort of real heavy and industrial look. I really like that. I'm going to stick with that since this is my bedroom. I'm going to stick with that look. Kind of steampunk, kind of industrial, kind of doing a vibe there, right? Let me reposition that there. So it lights up those clothes. And I'm going to go ahead and frame that in like that. I don't know though. That does make it look a little bit heavy. Let's take it off. We'll make it a little more svelte. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. I'm digging that as my room for now. Once we get windows in, we'll kind of go from there and decide. I am going to try a little bit of play testing real quick. I need to make sure that this pod bed can be used. I need to make sure this area can be used. Let's have this guy come on in here. That weirdo hanging out in his room. Can he have him nap? No, he cannot get into it. Now, I was afraid he wouldn't be able to. I don't think there's going to be anything that we can do to fix that. I mean, basically, the footprint of it is so big. It is so huge. I do not have a lot of hope. I don't have a lot of hope with it. So let's go ahead and just take it out. It is very cool. I do like it, but I don't use it very often for that very reason. If I was going to use it, it'd probably be with the kids' room. And yeah, I always seem to have trouble finding a way to make it fit in a kid's room. So we'll drop that off. And then we've got the kind of modern bed here, you know, that took me forever to find a minute ago. Here it is. We can put that in. It fulfills our modern look. Let's have him, you know, relax. And then let's have him go ahead. And he wants to not browse kid-friendly websites. He wants to go to the naughty websites. He wants to go to the big boy websites. He wants to go see, you know, he wants to get on Reddit. That looks good, though. It's got a great setup there. Let's see. Where's my guy? Not in here where he's supposed to be. Let's have him go in here. Do, 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 do. Oh. Well, that can't possibly be good. Let's see here. Can we reset him? That's strange. Huh. That was odd. Let's have him go here. He's working now. He's working now. Okay, so let's see. Can you go over here? Yes, you can. Can he relax on this side of the bed? Yes, he can. Let me go over here. And let's have him try on outfits, make sure he can interact with this. Yeah, he can interact with it. So that's working. I'm going to have our little guy on this side. Well, I guess we could use the adult. We'll have him come over and try on outfits on this side. Seems to be working. And I think over here on this side, I'm going to throw in a little bit of underlighting for this particular closet. Let's see here. Aha, there we go. We're going to look real quick and see if this room is bright enough once the sun goes down. I think it'll be okay. I mean, you know, it's definitely not like harsh in your face light, right? But it looks really good, I think. Kids' room looks good. This is not bad. I kind of do really dig this apartment. Nice 2-bedroom apartment. We're going to go ahead real quick. We are going to extend this tile outside. We're going to take out this furniture. And I guess maybe set up some kind of like seating area or something. What do I want to do here? I don't know. I guess we could put loungers out here. Let's look and see what we've got for loungers. Make it kind of just a sun deck type of place. These are very cool. I love these. Those are so neat. Let's take a look at that. Maybe. I love the style of it. I don't love the pattern of the coverings, but the style is very cool. And I love this. This was free, right? Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Was it free? I think it was free. I love the little sort of like Sims thing on it. Comes in green. Let's put a couple of these out here for myself and my son. Like so. And I'm going to go ahead and put some sort of little table out here. And we'll grab a drink tray of some sort. So we've got the sugarcane drink tray. That's new with this pack. So maybe that would be cool. Can kids drink from that? I think so. And then we've got this summer drink tray. Good old standby. Comes in green. It comes in kind of a yellow and an orange. Let's go with green. Put that there. Now, I don't know about putting a light out here. I mean, in reality, would there be a light out here? Maybe. Something. But I kind of like it just with the light coming through the window. What we could use real quick? Let me pull up so I don't have to go searching for it. Yeah. See, we got this sort of stuff. Let's go ahead and we'll use this. Kind of give us a little bit of light here between those chairs. And we'll grab one of these light fixtures as well. Put on this side. Okay, so it doesn't look too bad. I do like it. I think it came along pretty well. My apartment on the first floor, Barbie's apartment on the second floor, and Ken's apartment on the top floor. I think we've got a pretty good sort of play set from Mattel going here, right? Green, pink, and blue. Nice little play set from Mattel. I'm going to have to work on the windows. I'm going to have to work on the doors. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm doing with the exterior of this building. Because right now, I don't know. I don't know. Look, I've taken so much stuff out of this. I'm going to definitely have to add some stuff back in. I'm going to have to look at the windows and door situation and decide exactly how we're going to puzzle this out at some point. That point is not now. For now, please hit like, subscribe, and notify if you've enjoyed watching these videos up till now. This is almost finished. When it is finished, I'm going to upload it, but it's almost finished. We are going to work on the exterior of this. I don't think the exterior is really excuse me. I don't think the exterior is actually technically part of the challenge, but I'm going to do the exterior and change it around a little bit. I'm going to do things like run this molding, and, do a situation where the molding will run all the way around the outside of that there. So it looks a little more natural. So there's going to be stuff to come. So please hit like, subscribe, and notify so you don't miss that. You catch that and other things. I think I'm also going to do a throwback. There's a video game that is 20 years old this year. One of my favorites, one of my standbys, one of my very favorites. I think we will stream that later. We might even do that later tonight. Oh, hello, JGamer95. I don't know how long how long your message has been there. Thank you for saying hi. I have a bad habit. I get really into doing these builds and doing stuff, and I miss chat. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. I need something. I've seen where some people where chat flows up and down the screen. That's actually what I need, because then I would actually see it floating across. I'm going to have to look into that. But I apologize for missing you. I hope you're having a great evening. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Lori. Thank you, of course, as always, for being here. I really appreciate that. Hopefully the build is coming along okay. It needs a little bit of work. Like I said, I'm going to have to do something with the exterior, kind of get it into a different sort of form. But, and I'm sorry, too, to hear that you had a bad glitch, you had to download the family and start a whole new save. Glitches. I don't know what to say. They're a mess. Will they fix it? Probably eventually someday. No, I don't know. I think a lot like with Sims 3, and I love the Sims 3. It's truly one of my favorite games of all time. It is truly an epic game. When it ended with a ton of glitches, glitched worlds, glitch items that still don't work to this day. You know, probably The Sims 4 is going to, I'm just being realistic and honest here. Probably The Sims 4 is going to end with a bunch of glitches and a bunch of things that will never get fixed. I don't know. I'm sorry that you had to do a whole new save, though. That particularly sucks. One thing you can try in the future, if anybody's listening, anybody's had that problem as well, I periodically do backups of just my save file from The Sims 4. So I might lose, say, a week's worth of play or something, but maybe that way, then I don't have to worry about losing the overall whole thing. I don't have to worry about the whole file becoming corrupted. So I can maybe pull that old file from like my archive, put it back into the game. I'm like I said, though, I mean, it might be a week or 2 weeks before I think of doing that. It's not like I'm religious about it. That sometimes can kind of help. I did have something recently where that happened as well, where the whole thing was frozen up and I couldn't even choose anything on the world map. Like when I went to the world map, I couldn't choose a house. I couldn't choose a family. I couldn't do anything. I can't remember the error message I got, but the whole thing was just broken. There was nothing I could do. I could load the game and it would load onto the last family I played, but trying to leave that family and leave that lot and go anyplace else or send that family someplace else except for that lot, nope, would not work. I did end up going and pulling an archive save and I stuck it in. It did fix it, but I did lose, some play up to that point, of course. That said, as of right now, thank you for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify. More to come later. And as always, thanks for watching.